Rock Metal Nation, what is up? Real quick before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that Rock Metal Studios, the very same studio that brings you the Rock Metal podcast, is looking to help bands who are able to record their tracks either at home or in a professional recording studio, but need some help mixing. Go ahead and send me an email at therockmetalpodcast@gmail.com. That's therockmetalpodcast@gmail.com. We can go ahead and discuss mixing your tracks for free. The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 134 with Bloody Falls. Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Nocturnal by Bloody Falls, who I've got on the show with me right now. I've got a new album called Thanatos set to release today via Inverse Records, so that's April 27th, 2018. Right now I'm being joined by the band to share some stories about the music and more info. So guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Good to have you on. Let's go listen back to that track, Nocturnal. Coming back from Nocturnal. I actually just love that riff, and I love the chorus with the synth that's just creeping behind it. It is a very catchy tune, boys.
Oh, yeah. We believe so as well.
Probably one of the catchiest on the record.
Yep.
Fantastic. Now, what's the story or inspiration behind Nocturnal?
That's a question mostly for me, because since I wrote the song, like, I don't know, when I wrote the song, it felt pretty straightforward and easy, and it was so dark sounding that it inspired to write kind of the lyrics about like this eternal vampire kind of thing going on, that he's immortal and he has lived through all times and seen everything kind of thing. So yeah, it's pretty much the dark nature of the song that gave me the inspiration to write something like that.
Wow. So does that mean that the music came first and then the lyrics followed?
Yeah, always. When I write music, it's always like that. It's always the song, full structure song, and then I write the lyrics.
Okay, interesting. I'm curious, do you have lyrics bundled up then somewhere and you just kind of go through, or do you just completely listen to the music and come up with lyrics fresh?
Well, it's actually funny how I do it, and kind of impressive sometimes. I sit down home, I record the song entirely, all the instruments, kind of like use some MIDI drums and stuff like that. And then I take the microphone, I open an empty file, and I start singing along and finding words. Usually takes me around 30 minutes to 1 hour to write an entire song, like an entire page of lyrics for the song. But I always write on the fly.
Wow. Cool stuff. Now, I'm curious, when it came to writing the track Nocturnal, where in the process for the album was it? Was it one of the first tracks, one of the last tracks?
No, it was actually somewhere there.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle probably. Because the album, if you think about it, we've been having the idea of the Thanatos album for like the past 3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So we were building around that technically.
Wow. Now, with regard to that, was the track influenced by the songs that had been previously written for the album?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure. Look, the inspiration mainly for this kind of tracks came out of me changing strings on my guitar and changing to do A-sharp tuning. And since then, I don't know, something snapped. And for 2 months, I was writing almost the entire album.
Basically, the title track Thanatos was the oldest one of the record, and slowly by slowly, and especially when we took up the second tune in drop A sharp, we really went on a rampage with the songwriting.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool stuff. Let's go listen to the next track, Defiance. Rock Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, coming back from Defiance, the panning riff that you guys have going on, where it's like, and then the other ear, and then the other ear, it's like, I dig it.
Yeah. We especially like to play it live. It's so freaking awesome.
Really killer. We go full like crazy, actually. Actually, our singer, Tana, last time we played it live, he broke his leg, man.
What?
We have actually a video on Facebook when he breaks his leg on live.
It was basically, the stage was half a meter off the ground. There was a subwoofer at the edge of the stage. And on the breakdown part, he just jumped like almost a meter in the air, and he didn't stuck the landing.
Oh, no.
He was pretty bad.
Well, that's no bueno. Then, aside from that, though, when you guys play it live, what's the reaction from the crowd?
Actually, they really love it. It's actually really kind of, we used to have it as the last song of the whole set list. And oh my God, it was always the highlight of the whole gig. Like everybody will go crazy, kind of like, and really, really big applaud after like the song is done. Kind of like the applause was awesome.
Playing wise, it's so straightforward. You can concentrate full on the moshing part.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's the last song. The singer might break his leg again.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
Oh, yeah.
Got to be able to do your full set first.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, better keep it last.
Exactly. What's the story or inspiration behind Defiance?
Actually, Defiance, the inspiration, I saw a band live called Stamina. It's a Finnish band, metal band. And I saw them live, and I really, really liked their vibe, actually, of how they played, the style that they played. So I really much gathered inspiration out of that, and I created something on the style kind of thing.
Wow. Cool stuff. All right. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the two tracks, Nocturnal and Defiance, if you go ahead and go to today's show notes, www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, as a bonus, you can go ahead and see a music video for a track called My Halo of Flame. So it's going to be a bonus track and a music video. Now, guys, go ahead and take us through My Halo of Flame. What's the song about, and how did the music video come around?
The My Halo of Flame, it's about a person that he's in a coma, and his soul is trapped in between life and death. And there is the Reaper behind him. So if you see the video, kind of like Marco, our guitarist actually, he's technically the Reaper. But you cannot tell in the beginning what's going on. And you see that the person kind of wakes up with blood in his hands. And the story gives to show you like this person is trying to cling on life. That person, by the way, it's Tana, our singer, that he's the one running in the video. And at the end, he realizes that he's dead. And actually the Reaper has him. So he takes him to the afterlife.
Wow. You guys are chock full of topics.
Yeah. Especially Stavros.
Yeah, a lot of imagination, man.
Cool stuff. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who is just frothing at the ears, they've heard Nocturnal, they've heard Defiance, they're now watching the music video for My Halo of Flame. They're incredibly excited about the album that's going to be dropping today, Thanatos. Go ahead and tell us about this album. When we pick it up, what should we expect?
Expect something new, fresh, with a really big emphasis on the heavy part. We don't emphasize so much on the melodies anymore, even though there are melodies in the album, like greatly. But really expect to headbang. Expect to really headbang. This is good stuff.
Yeah, and the versatility. So it's basically, it has so much variety, but it still holds it together really well.
Yes.
Cool stuff. All right. Now, next logical question is, where can Rock Metal Nation find you guys on the web?
Well, of course, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we have our own website.
Bloodyfalls.com.
Yeah, bloodyfalls.com.
Groovy. And where will we be able to pick up the album?
Okay, that's...
recordstorex.com.
That's one. And the other one is our record label's online store, the Inverse Record Store.
Yeah, I think it's Inverse Store.
Yeah, Inverse Store.
All right. Cool stuff. Well, boys, if there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing Bloody Falls with Rock Metal Nation.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. And the only addition, go pick our CD. It's awesome. Support our band. We're going to come to Canada if we gather enough fans.
Oh, yes.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully you just found your new favorite band in Bloody Falls. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.